Hello, hello, and good morning. Happy Sunday or whatever day of the week you are watching this. Welcome back to Damsels and Dragons DPing. I'm Portia, and this is my Relax and Unwind Sunday WIP and Chat. So I have my WIP in front of me. WIP is work in progress, and this is Peppermint Dragonling. It's by Jasmine Beckett Griffith. It is a round diamonds, and it's from the one with the diamond art. So it's my first one from this company. And it's my entry, my official entry for Jingle Drills, which is being put on by Emeralds and Fairy Lights. So if you haven't joined that, it's not too late. It just started on the 25th, and you can go to her YouTube to get more information, and I will link that. Before I just kind of get started, I'm just going to really quickly go over my accessories, what I've got going on here. So over here, I've got my cute little penguin cover minder. I was feeling the season because this is a Christmassy canvas. So that is from, oh, it'll come to me. It's the same one I forgot last week, of course. Hopefully it'll come to me. If not, I will link it and put a little note. My brain just blanked. I'm using two different pens. This one is one of my first Poshy pens. Absolutely loving this. I love the grip here on this end. It's just so smooth and comfortable. And this is loaded with this Granny Special Apple Pancake Not Your Mama's Mud from Whimsical Daisies. I know last time I checked she didn't have any on there, but I will link it anyways. I am loving this. It's absolutely amazing. I also have this one here. I'm loving this. Is the stainless steel single placer from Diamond Art Club. It is so amazing. Usually it holds my wax or my putty for a really long time, and I don't have to refill. Now with these particular gems, I am noticing I have to refill a bit more, and I can talk about that. But I have Randa's Strawberry Shortcake Putty in there. I was using it on another one from Diamond Art Club, and I could do a whole section without having to refill. It was fantastic. I have my tray from Bella Art de Nicole. Love these trays. 3D printed, different ones. She drops on Tuesdays at 2 different times. I will link that. And then my release papers from Crafts with Crashly, because I like to put something here to lean my arm on so I'm not right on the canvas, so those protect my canvas. Absolutely wonderful. And I'm still blanking on that, but I will link it. I've linked it before. Love her stuff. it's just not coming to me right now. I'm having a Sunday blank. So these are, I am going to say, these gems are a lot more rounded at the tops than Diamond Art Club's gems. I'm noticing like the facets, they're just very, they have this very rounded, like, I don't know, almost smoothed out feel. And they're kind of more, I'm trying to think. Not, wow, my words really aren't coming to me today, you guys. I'm so sorry. Anyways, they just feel more domed, and for whatever reason, they don't want to stick to my pen as well. And I am finding that with them, I am having to refill more often. So just kind of a note on those gems. Overall, I mean, they seem fairly uniform. They're looking really nice going on. It's just getting them onto my pen. I think it's just kind of reminding me, though, how spoiled we are with companies like Diamond Art Club. So this is one of the first kind of other licensed companies I've tried. I'm really liking the canvas. The colors are a bit out of my normal. They're much more muted and darker. Okay, I'm gonna refill my pen because it's just gonna keep dropping them. And I opted, and I didn't realize at the time. So this company had some different options, and I did not realize when I was ordering. So just a couple of notes if you were to check them out. They're out of the UK. Super reasonable shipping though. I think I paid $7 for this one canvas to ship. It did come though directly from the manufacturer in China, so it didn't say it came from the UK. And it was in like a black packaging and then a white box. It didn't have branding on the outside, so I really had to open it up to see what it was. But when you're actually ordering, they have a lot of options that I initially missed and I didn't realize. So you can choose round or square, which that part I did see, but I wanted the round and it was already on round. So then I didn't really click the down arrow and look for more options. So I could have opted to get round with ABs, and I did not realize that. I am going to add some of my own, but just a note, like if you like them to be already kind of charted in there for them to have decided, like you need to select that. It only raises the price by like a couple dollars. So it really, next time I will remember that because I am going to order from them again. They have some Sheena Pike dragons that I really, really like. Another option that was on there, but I'm not sure if they've changed it or not because I saw that they maybe did, was I had the option of getting what they called training wheels or not. I chose not to get the training wheels, not realizing that was their version of guide circles. I guess because it said like training wheels or grids, and I didn't, like I said, I just didn't understand where they were going with that. So I chose not to get them. So this does not have any guide circles for my rounds, which I feel like I'm still doing an okay job of getting pretty straight placement. But I do like to have those guide circles. I might have liked that a little bit better. So just a couple of notes. If you check out this company and find something you like, those are things to be aware of, to really look at all the options before you just place an order, which is what I did. So, and then they don't come with like pre-cut stickers. So depending on how you like to label your containers, if you kit up, like I'm having to really use the key. They did give a separate paper one, so that's nice. I can reference that. But I'm having to I really had to double check the key as I was kitting up into my containers. And then I have to double check it every time I switch symbols to make sure I'm putting the right color down. So that's just another area where I'm like, oh, Diamond Art Club spoils us so much because I just put their stickers with the symbols on my containers and I'm good to go. I can grab lots of different colors at a time. I know exactly what symbols they need to go on. I don't mix things up. This one I'm like, oh, I'm really gonna have to be careful. So enough about that. How was everyone's Thanksgiving? Ours wound up being a lot quieter than we kind of originally intended. And what I mean by that is originally it was supposed to be we go to my grandma's house. And it was supposed to be my parents and my two younger siblings, brother and sister, and then my older sister, her husband, their three boys, two of which are tween teenage, so bigger boys, and then my husband and I and our two littler kids, and then my sister's other little guy, he's the youngest, he's 4. So kind of a range from a freshman in high school clear down to a 4-year-old. 5 kids total, lots of adults. But unfortunately, the way everything turned out is that tons of people got sick this week. So all 3 of my sister's boys got sick. And then my husband got sick. And my grandpa is 90. So we didn't want, you know, people that weren't feeling well, especially like my husband had a fever. I think my sister's boys, a couple of them had a fever. I got some of my putty there on my canvas. Kind of get that off as well as I can, and then it'll get covered. It won't be a big deal. Ooh, fortunately, I know what symbol needs to go there. These things happen. I'm not like the biggest perfectionist, but I didn't mean to do that. Okay, there we go. So anyways, my sister, none of her family wound up coming, and then my husband stayed home and we just brought him food. So it wound up being my grandparents, my parents, my little brother, sister, and then just me and my kids. Still a fair number of people, but for the most part, we actually all like neatly fit around the tables and actually wound up putting an extra chair up, like away, which is unusual for us. So anyways, I hope your guys' Thanksgivings were good. Like I said, ours was good. It just was kind of quieter and more low-key, I guess, than what I'm used to. And I mean, fortunately, like, it didn't change up our menu too much. Like, my sister was going to bring mashed potatoes, so we didn't have mashed potatoes. But my mom had already planned a second potato dish to try for like the first time ever. So it was something kind of new. We did like a hash brown casserole, and that was good. So that worked out, I thought. Everything was good. Like I said, it was pretty low key. And then, oh my goodness, the Diamond Art Club 100 new releases. I know I had my alarm set. For us, it was 1 a.m. And I set my alarm for like 12:45, woke up, I wound up getting, so I got 5 of the new releases, 3 of which were Hannah Lynn, because I absolutely adore her, and all of her stuff was labeled limited edition. So I got 3 of the new ones. There was one that I was like, that one's not like, I'm not dying to have it. I had to laugh because the one I was most dying to have actually was like the last one. I don't even know if it's sold out even now. The others all did, but the Tea Rose Fairy, I just thought was absolutely gorgeous. She was my, like, I must have. And either they stocked more of her, or she was kind of, I guess, the least coveted of the Hannah Lynn new releases. So I got me 3 of those, plus I had been so excited when Poinsettia Pixie restocked. I was absolutely in love with her. She was like my one that's been in my wish list that I've just been waiting every restock, hoping she would. And then she did a couple days before Black Friday. And I checked every day to make sure she didn't go low stock. Because I was like, I don't want to place 2 orders. I'd rather just wait. But if she had gone low stock, I would have grabbed her up. But she didn't. And she's now sold out and discontinued. So I'm so glad I grabbed her that day. And then I got 2 for my husband that he liked. So we did okay. And then I went back to bed. And now they have the 25 more for Cyber Monday. And again, it's for us, well, for everyone this time, they're not doing the 2 waves of releases. And it'll be 1 a.m. again. So I'm keeping my eye on those today to see if I need to set an alarm and do a little middle of the night shopping. And then just an extra cup of coffee in the morning for work. So we'll see. So far, I'm okay. But they've only shown, I think, 6 out of 25 so far. So who knows what the rest of the day will bring. I don't know. And then tomorrow it's back to work, back to reality. I've had 10 days off. Again, I'm in education, so I'm a math coach. I'm an instructional coach. And we're on a 4-day week. So we go back now for 3 weeks, which is 12 days. And then we're on Christmas break. So I'm like, okay, I can do it. Like, I've had a little rest now. Fortunately, like, I didn't get sick over this break, really. I had a bit of a migraine and some eye strain stuff going on, but I think I'm doing better. I should knock on wood, because otherwise, so I was like, I can make it through 12 days, and then back to a break. So that'll be nice. I just, it's funny, I was thinking this morning, so my kiddos always get into the worst sleeping habits over breaks. So, point in fact, it's almost noon. They're still in bed. They were up half the night. I've never been good about bedtime. Like, that's not a routine that I'm really great about, like, setting and enforcing. I promise I really do try to be a good mom. But I think it's funny because as a teacher, I thrived on routine. Like, my classroom ran on timers, math ran this long, then we switched. My transitions were only this, like 2 minutes. Okay, you needed to be on to the next thing, like ready, go. And when my routine got shook up, it just shook my whole day. Now that's been a little different since I've been in coaching. It's something I actually really had to get used to as far as coaching went, because I don't have a set routine every day. I can show up one day and they're just like, hey, we need you to cover 4th grade today. Okay, thanks. Or, I do my small groups, but they are different. Or anyways, it's just always subject to kind of change. I could be pulled into a meeting or pulled into this. So I don't have the routine piece so much. But as far as at home goes, I've never been great at routine. Like, it's not like, okay, it's this time, we're going to go do baths, we're going to brush teeth, we're going to go to bed. I don't know. I think I've said it before, I'm not a type A person. I really try to be organized. Like I said, at school, I actually thrived on my routine and really had to get used to not having such a set one. But at home, I've never been great about that. So tomorrow morning is going to be an adventure getting them up and ready. Now, fortunately, I am blessed that my husband, so he works a night job, but he is home on Monday mornings. Normally our schedules overlap, so he doesn't get home till after we have to leave, and I'm kind of on my own getting them ready in the morning. But on Mondays, he is here, so that'll be nice. I also, though, kind of joke that because of that, my Tuesdays are more like Mondays. Like, I can get through a Monday because he's there to help me in the morning, but then Tuesdays, I just am frazzled. I'm like, no, I have to get myself ready. I have to get them ready. It is just craziness. But like I said, 4 weeks, 12 days, I can do it. I can do it. So I'm spending this last kind of day before going back just really kind of relaxing, being kind of lazy. I started my morning out with a movie. So I watched Enchanted so that here in a little bit I can watch Disenchanted. So it's on Disney Plus and it's like the sequel. I'm super excited to watch it. If you've watched it, leave me a comment. Tell me what you think of it. I think it looks really cute. I'm excited to watch it here in a little bit. I just needed a little break and to do my WIP and chat. So watching movies or TV shows is like one of the things I will do while I'm working. I rarely anymore ever sit down and just watch a movie without doing something. So my hands are busy. Yeah, but I try to, a lot of the time, like if I'm diamond painting, I try to watch stuff that I've already watched before. Otherwise, I know I'm gonna miss stuff. I'll have to watch it like 2 or 3 times. But so we've been rewatching Once Upon a Time, which I don't think we ever got through all of it. But right now we're still in the seasons like that I can remember watching. There's stuff that I don't totally remember, but I'm like, yeah, we saw this. So I watched that show for Captain Hook, let's be honest. Anyone else there with me? I fangirl over him. My husband knows this, so it's all good. It's all good. But so we've been watching that. We'll watch the Great British Baking Show because that has a lot of like time when they're working on their bakes that I don't feel like I have to like intently watch, and then I'll pause my diamond painting while they kind of do the judging and the critiques. And then I can just go back to it. So we watch that. But I'm all caught up on both the regular version and the holiday version of that. I did start watching the junior version, so I haven't finished that one yet. But my husband wasn't watching that one with me. So that's when I would watch when he was doing other stuff. I do sometimes, like I watch some other people's WIP and chats. That's actually how I first got into like doing this. I was like, it was during an event, and so I started watching WIP and chats, and then I was like, I want to host an event. I like the way they do this. I want to set this all up. So that's kind of how, that's where I got my inspiration to start my channel. And then a lot of the time what I do is I listen to books. So I listen to a lot of historical romance. Right now I've kind of taken a break from my normal like Regency / some Victorian era books, and I've been listening to some more modern books. I love Alina Jacobs. So she has some really cute, fun, not safe for work, so you have to be okay with a bit of naughtiness, but she has some really cute Christmassy, like fun, romantic, flirty comedy type books. The first 3 were on audio, so I've just finished those up, and then I'm rereading the 4th one on my Kindle, and then the 5th one just came out, so I've never read it before. But I was kind of sad. The 4th one came out last year as far as Kindle, but they hadn't released the audio yet, and I was kind of surprised / a little bit disappointed by that, but it's okay. She has another series, so they're not Christmas, but I was like, I'll listen to them. And then right before bed, I do a bit of actual reading. So I'm reading the Christmas one and listening to the other series. So I will try and remember to link those if anyone wants to check them out. Like I said, they are under the not safe for work category. I do there are ones I'm like, oh, there's books I can listen to kind of in my car with my kids, and books that I had better use headphones. They're kind of in my headphone category, like, yeah. So, but they're fun and flirty. I mean, even just by the titles of them, like you'd be like, oh, okay, yeah. I mean, it's definitely a play on words and is a bit of an innuendo. So they're fun. I haven't really, other than her Christmas books though, I have not started kind of my Christmas. It's funny because this is the second Christmas diamond painting I'm working on, but otherwise I haven't started my Christmas watching of shows yet. I know my little sister, she's like, hey, they're all on Hallmark. Like Hallmark's put all theirs up. Because we do Hallmark Plus, and I was like, oh, okay, so maybe I should watch some of those. And then Christmas music I've listened to a little bit of. I love Lindsay Sterling and her Christmas stuff. I went and saw her a couple years ago, and then we watched her virtual Christmas tours the past 2 years. Absolutely loved. So I've listened to a little bit of her stuff, but otherwise I have not really broken out much of my Christmas stuff this year. So if you have a recommendation of a Christmas book that I should listen to while I work, or of a Christmas show I should check out, put that in the comments for me and I will have to check it out. Because I mean, we're at 28 days until Christmas, I think, at last count. I am getting so ready for Thursday. We get to break out the advent calendars. I've got my Diamond Art Club one. I think I'm going to open probably a section every other day. So if I start on the 1st and can really hold myself to every other day, I would finish on Christmas. And then I have a little chocolate one, so I can do that every day, because who does not want a piece of chocolate every day? And I got good ones. I love Kinder chocolate. I love anything by that company. Nutella, Ferrero Rocher. I like just Kinder candy bars. Like, I'm all about them. So I got one of those for each of us. So I'm kind of in the Christmas spirit, but at the same time, like, I've done so much of my shopping, and same as last week, I told you guys I have not wrapped a present. The only present under the tree from me is the one in the brown paper sack. Like, it's not really wrapped. So I'll get there. Hopefully soon. We did a bit of Black Friday shopping. My husband, though, he works for Walmart, and so he gets the Walmart Plus. So we got like all the early release stuff, did it online. It showed up at our door. I did not have to go to the store, deal with the crowds. He had to work. Poor guy, did not feel good, and still had to work because it was Black Friday and they were like, no, you need to work. So, he said they did get pretty busy. He was kind of surprised. Like, with everything being online, you would think more people would take advantage of that. But I guess some people just, they like the getting up early and going to the store and getting to pick and look through stuff. And he did say there were like some quotas about like how much could be sold online. So, I mean, that could be part of it too. I don't know. But I don't know. I know I did not go to the store on Friday. I was like, no, thank you. I'm just going to stay home. I'm good. So I did not do the Black Friday chaos of any stores. Except, I mean, like I said, I set my alarm and I did the Diamond Art Club one. So that was enough for me. What about you? Did you wake up early? Did you do Black Friday shopping? Are you one of those early bird gets the worm, early riser type of people? I am not. I'm not a morning person. My job has forced me to be a little bit more of one. Last year, I actually was doing so good, and I'd wake up early and I'd work out and I would do all that. This year, I'm like, nope, no thank you. Oh, that one actually was in the right place. This is the one I dropped. There we go. When you start pulling gems off the wrong spots, who knows? Okay. So, I hope everybody did have a good time. If you got a bit of a break over Thanksgiving, I hope you enjoyed it. If you had to work pretty much the whole time, well, thank you for whatever you do. Thank you if you're in retail. We appreciate those people. Or, you know, if you're working a job that obviously cannot take a day off, doctors, nurses, policemen, all of those, you're appreciated. So thank you. And I think that's gonna wrap up this Sunday. I hope you get a chance to just relax and enjoy whenever you are watching this. I hope that you are doing something enjoyable. But I know some people also, I don't know, watch WIP and chats while they do chores. And if that's the case, I hope it makes your chores a little bit more pleasant. If you have not subscribed, please consider subscribing for more diamond painting content. I try and do a weekly WIP and chat, but I also do unboxings. I try and do my magical mails, which with Christmas coming up probably will slow down a bit until the new year, as I should not be doing so much shopping for myself. But I do magical mail like small shop hauls and unboxings. So anyways, if you enjoyed, please do push subscribe if you haven't already. Please give me a like. I would love to read your comments. I do try to respond to comments. And I just hope you really have a wonderful rest of your day. Thanks. Until next time.